What is up? We are back, taking the R3 to a lake about 20 minutes away, 17 miles. Just filled her up with some gas. So we're going to see, one, how fuel efficient she is on the highway, because on the highway she'll go 75, but she'll sit at 7 or 8,000 RPMs. So how fuel efficient is it really when you're sitting at that high of RPM? Let's slide the rear tire for a second. There we go. Let's get a little hole in here. Hey, that was pretty good. That wasn't bad. Alright, so let's see. We are going 75, sitting at about 8,000 RPMs. Let's see. I get to the lake. I'll probably drive around it once and then head back, and we'll see how much gas is left bars-wise. I have not been on this highway, I don't think. I don't recognize being on here, so... Alright, one of the things I want to talk about while I get to this lake is my thought process kind of while riding, because I did the MSF back in November of last year. My dad helped me get this bike, and I've been riding this consistently for 2 months, about 2 months. Now, I did go into the MSF with a little bit of experience. I took a Triumph Bonneville Bobber, the 1200cc, and I drove that around in the parking lot for a bit before I did the MSF. So in the MSF, you learn a bunch of stuff, one of which being lane positioning, and I feel like that's a subconscious thing that a lot of people do, but don't really talk about. Yes, some people probably talk about it, but I feel like for a lot of people saying, oh, beginner riders need to focus on this, I feel like lane positioning is missed a lot, because a lot of people interpret it as it's only for racing. It is not. What is that in the road? I need to make sure I don't hit that. That's a shoe. Okay, there's something else. Watch ahead of you. But lane positioning. Right now, I am on the left side of this lane for a reason. One, there's no cars for a while in the left lane. Second thing is I could see this lane to the left. I could see a little bit to the right. I'm just looking for openings. If I need to move or get out of somewhere, I'm looking for openings. One of my favorite times to ride on the left lane, or one of the best times I like, is when it's a 2-lane road, or 1 lane going each direction, and you have a shared left-hand turn lane in the middle, right? So say that lane's going this way, this lane's going back this way, this is the shared left-hand turn lane. I will always ride to really close, I'll always ride to the left, or really close to that shared left-hand turn lane, for the reason of, if I need to dip over because the car brake checks me, I can do that. I can also see oncoming traffic. I can see who is in the left lane. Being self-aware of where you are in the lane and why you're in that position is a thing I think a lot of people should work on. Right now I'm centered. Truck passing me there. There's a car a little bit far back on the right side. I have a lot of space to where if this truck brakes, I could brake. Depending how hard he brakes, I might have to get over, which is why I have this right lane here. Maybe I need to get over left. That's why I'm also in the center, because there's not a lot of cars. I'm also watching this Chevy right here, that red Chevy. I'm seeing if he wants to get over. I don't think he wants to get over, so I'm going to up my speed a little bit. I'm going to pass him. There we go. All is good. Like I said, I've been riding for a couple months consistently. It was off and on before then. At some point, I'm probably going to be told I'm riding out of my skill level, and the one thing I don't understand is how you tell someone that they're riding out of their skill level. You're not the one riding. How do you know what their skill level is? Yes, if someone is 1 month into riding a motorcycle and they are going 120 or more down the highway with cars, yes, I mean, I don't know how someone could gain that much skill to be able to controllingly do that. But someone like me, I'm going 5 over. Speed limit's 70, I'm going 73, 75, you know, I don't consider that out of my skill level. So that's kind of been a thing that's always bugged me, of people saying, you're riding outside your skill level. You're being stupid. It's like, to some extent, you can tell when people are riding outside their skill level, but for minor things of riding with one hand, I don't always ride with one hand. See, I just put that one back. It's, I don't know, kind of bugs me. Alright, now I see whatever that black car is, I can't quite make it out, it's braking. They're getting over, people are braking. I'm gonna get over a lane, and I'm gonna figure out what's happening. Is it traffic? Is it people messing with each other in road rage? Alright, I've never taken this turn. I'm taking it at 75, that's 5 over. Oh, I could go much, I feel like I go a lot faster. That's another thing. When I'm out riding, I like to see, I don't want to push my limits, but I like to get close to them. If I know I could take a turn at 55 miles an hour, the next time maybe I'll take it at 60. I will always try to better my skills in one way or another while riding. Okay, these people are going almost 5 under. There we go. So, I like to better, I don't like to go out and just sit here and go, what a beautiful day, look around, you know, enjoy the ride. I do enjoy the ride, I always enjoy the ride, but I also like to focus on stuff. Sometimes I might be not leaning or something. You know, not leaning one way or another. It might be turns, it'll be something I would like to focus on to better my riding skills. Speed limit's 45, I've never been on this road, so I'm going a little under, I'm going 10 under. Alright, I'm using a lot of engine braking right now. I could be in a higher gear, but I'm going to use a lot of the engine braking just because I've not been here. Kind of going slow, figuring stuff out. Oh, yep. Here's what I was looking for. This little thing right here. Now, I can't park along the side of the road. They're not going to let me do that. They're not going to let me park along the side of this road, are they? Alright, just got some footage of the R3. I'll be putting that up on Instagram. I am a little late, however. Another thing, being a beginner, I've taken notes of what all I need to fix. The thing I'm about to mention I've kind of already fixed, but there's been times where I'm watching the road. I don't see anything in the road, we're all good. I go to switch lanes, and I didn't notice there was a crack in the road in between the lanes. That's one of the things you got to watch out for. Now, nothing bad happened when I crossed over that crack, but I realized something bad could have happened. Say you're passing someone on this and you have like this crack right here. This one's not a really bad one. And you're going to pass someone and you don't notice it. You could get some caught high side the bike. Something bad could happen. So you really got to watch out for that. And target fixation. Target fixation's a big thing. I've caught myself doing it multiple times. So I've caught myself having target fixation a few times, especially with potholes. I'll see a pothole, I'll try to go around it, and I miss it, but I realize after I go around it, hey, I was looking at that pothole the entire time. You need to, if you want to go somewhere, you're gonna want to look where you want to go. And I know a lot of these things are easier said than done, especially when you're new to riding like me. I say, oh, you have target fixation, oh my gosh, you got to fix that. And then I actively look at things myself. Like there's a big crack in the road right there. Just pointing a couple things out. So now that we're back on the highway, I could talk about more highway riding. Let's see, what's going through my mind right now? Right now, I'm all the way in the left side of the lane. In case any car cuts over, I have the most amount of time before they make contact with me. Kind of just looking at all these cars that just got on, seeing, okay, which ones want to go over. So far, we're good. Sitting at about 9,000 RPMs, all right. This thing's probably chugging gas. This middle lane is going a bit slow. I can see we're creeping up on cars. Left lane is open. So, I don't know when my exit is, I just know the street. So, all I'm doing is looking for the street. I don't see it directly up on me right now, so I'm gonna hop over in this left lane. I'm gonna get over real quick. Kind of check, see how we're dealing with cars, positioning. All right, we're good. Now that bump right back there, I just went over. Was not ready for that. I didn't know it was going to be that big a bump, but we're all good. I'm getting over real quick because I know I need to exit relatively soon. I'm watching this yellow Jeep. I'm gonna pass him. However, I don't know if he wants to get there. We go. All right. At some point he had to get over. I had to make sure I passed him before I got over, or didn't pass him. It was just watching him. Alright. I'm gonna get over. So that's pretty much gonna end the video. Talked a decent amount about a bunch of things. Hope you learned something. Footage that I took of this R3 will be on the Instagram, so go check that out. All right, hope you guys are having a good evening, and I'll see you in the next video. We're at 2 bars down out of, what is that, 4 left, so 6 bars. We were on the highway where usually you get the best fuel mileage, but on this 300, its RPMs are so high, it's much more efficient to go 60 rather than 80.